Hello. Yeah, what's up, Grex? Thank you, man. 33 months. What a cool, normal, perfectly standard time to be going live. Unremarkable at all. Isn't this what time Zero normally starts? Alright, we got some figuring to do. We need to go idea hunting. Because there's quite a few teams on offense right now that perhaps did not perform all that well. Some of it was just forcing it for the bit, knowing that it wasn't gonna be that great, right? I don't know if I'm out here like, damn, we need to figure out a way to make Zori get 65 against Gas. That man's just gonna stand up and AoE everyone. But that being said, yeah, I think there's a lot of room for improvement. We need to kind of get back into the rhythm now that the game has a fun meta again. Now that Attacker Cron is dead, I believe we can start doing in between rounds improvements again. All right. The Bad Batch fight went pretty cleanly, and I'm really looking forward to do this again in the future. The only thing I'd really say here is I'm very curious on if we'll be able to attack this against Nest. Nest is like easily the hardest matchup. Also, I want to see something. I'm very tempted to make Wrecker speedless. I don't think we really need to care about Wrecker speed at all. Like, obviously, him taking turns is nice. But if all of his speed budget just goes into protection, defense, tenacity, health, like, do we care? Where did the stagger come from? I submitted 3 basic staggers? Normally? Is that a thing? I know, like, against... What? Okay, it just always staggers. Like, being able to resist this would be nice. Although, also, by making it slow. Like, the whole flow of the fight is Wrecker takes some damage, Omega does the smoke push, which A sets us up for a really nice tempo play, but also puts Wrecker into stealth. Then Omega gets rocked almost immediately. That causes Wrecker to lock taunt while he's in stealth, so he can't be crit. I think making Wrecker speedless, actually, maybe it's the opposite of tenacity. Maybe we want him to keep getting stuff like stagger on him, and we just make him speedless. So we just try to, because this right here is like the strongest the squad can be, save for like obviously Omega would like to come back to life, but right, they have to hit Wrecker. He can't be crit. Maybe we shuffle stealth back to Wrecker eventually, but like, yeah, I think it's not tenacity on Wrecker at all. Maybe tenacity on the rest. Maybe we're happy. It's really just a question of like, what's the impact of Hondo super alting? I mean, what's his actual kit? I can refamiliarize. I can't imagine it's that scary. Everyone's full revived with 100% health. Enemies lose turn meter. Enemies gain crit damage up, defense but offset for 2 turns. I'm failing to see the downside yet. Yeah, so deal 30% less damage, sure. Plus on speed, I actually don't mind having. 20% crit chance doesn't really matter here. They're gonna crit anyway, and offense, I mean, kind of matters for people in stealth, but not really. Yeah, it's the off balance, which can be annoying. Like, in theoretical scenarios, it could, like, put some pressure on people in stealth, like Crosshair, if he's just, like, 8 stacks of off balance, if he's built for health, could, like, make him maybe low enough that you have to worry about Crosshair going into captive, but broadly, I don't know. That just seems alright. I don't think we have to worry about this too much, so it's really just the impact of nests days-wise, as well as, like, wanting to make sure that it gets pushed off at everyone, so... I mean... Flashbang out. So what are we looking for here? What are we looking for here? Do I just have, like, low RAM or something? There we go. Okay, that shit feels very laggy. Am I just, like, low RAM? What's going on? No, not really. Weird. Alright. I could probably here, slam something like this. Just be lazy. I mean, there's another way we could do this. Sort by best. We could maybe play favorites to speedless. Like, this is slightly higher, but this is slower. Also slower. Best is slow. Fair enough. Dear God, they all have speed. It's a pretty decent chunk. I don't know. We'll just leave it here for now. If we're on the 0 speed theory. Because also in theory, the slower he is, if he's ever in a situation where, like, Silvo tries to steal his TM, it also just steals Silvo tempo. Also, Silvo can't be resisted on a second special, can he? Dude, what is... Maybe it's not a computer thing. Maybe it's an internet speed thing. What is happening? What on earth? I feel like it can't. Yeah, this ability can't be evaded or resisted. Yeah, so I think that actually makes sense, right? Super slow record, deny them value unless it just so happens somehow that, like, if he resists the stagger here, and resist the stagger on S25 on mass, then maybe somehow Wrecker's TM could end up being high if it's like Silvo double lapping him, right? But on average, I would imagine, because Silvo's second turn is going to happen at Hondo's second turn, which is still fairly fast. So no, I think this checks out. This sounds correct. So we can steal value from the Pyros by making ourselves deliberately slower. Something like this to start. We could probably slice this up at some point, right? Alright, we got questions to raise here. I'm not too particular on her speed. No, I am particular on her speed as of the recent combo. Alright, what's the actual flow? It's usually like this, and like that, and then this, and then that. I want to say. In some respects, maybe it could be that, but this it's like 10% TM post push. I think we'd rather just be on this. As I recall from last time we messed with this a little bit, this is technically something like this. What is your base? 94. You are well endowed. Wasn't it technically this as the preferred? Nah, it was Hunter. Okay, decent progress. So I assume the issue is going to be her speed on tenacity sets. Try this. That's what I thought. I mean, 311, 310 is it's a magic number. I had one. I could have sworn. I mean, this exists. It'd be lovely if this was over on offense. Yeah, like this exists. I know 3 of course too slow. We could try it. It would help a mega anyway. Still unhappy, unsurprisingly. Is this just impossible? So we are having a mod fight. We have a debit issue. Got it. God, with how slow this has been loading, maybe I should have done it this way. Perhaps that was a bit ambitious. So we got one more hit. Again, this isn't exactly a magic number either. It's just it would be good to have everyone uniform. Alright, if we know the problem, can we sneak back? So him becoming faster, chain reacts to her having trouble. We're zeroing in. There has to be some sort of equilibrium. What? Really? Oh, God. I should have suspected. Wait, I'm being stupid. If we are... Okay, I'm being stupid. Because if I'm considering R10 Omega, she only needs that. Sure. We have found it. Now... Didn't think so. This is just non-negotiable, huh? Alright. Alright. So be it. Yeah, her base is excellent. I don't think we need tenacity sets necessarily. Or a tenacity primary. Can we be greedy? Oh, looks good. Alright. Let's get this loaded in game and take it for a spin against Hondo. Oh, now that I think about it, Omega should be on extra tenacity. Wait, why? Am I full? Oh dear God. In the interest of time, I'm not going to do one by one. Weird one, but it could be a keep. Wish it wasn't 3-speed. I could try, but it's very unlikely to be a keeper. I like the defensive protection. They're kind of low rolls, as well as the speed. That might be a keep. The roll quality is not what I would like, but what can you do? Low roll on offense, low roll on speed. I think I'm just going here. This one's very close. It's just so unhealthy. All right, regularly scheduled. Can we feel the difference? Is the main question here. All right, while we wait. Was this where I did Ray? No, this is just the QA undersize insanity. I need to actually formulate a plan for how I want to build JMK against Java. Like, you really just need to cover for deaths, right? So, like, ideally, I would probably just say, like, I mean, maybe even just, like, a support cron with high protection. But the problem with that is, characters like Ahsoka, or his snips, specifically, just have such high health ratios that that alone might not be enough. Alright. So if we were on Attacker Cron and we did JMK immediate reset on Cat, we could ignore Taunt. It is true. That would at least get Bao shut down. Like, we would be weaker in the mid game, but I would assume we're just hoping we could just snowball out at this point. Less deaths, less way for them to make it our problem. Is it just as simple as that? Am I just overusing the double Shen opener? If it was a slow Bausch, I mean, we would have Foresight plus Tenacity up. Yeah, maybe that's fun. I probably just misplayed here. I am too much of a JMK middle opener enjoyer. Alright. Notes to take. Slow Wrecker, interesting. Can't resist Silvo. JMK. Just open Cooldown reduction with attacker run. You get taunt ignore. Alright. Shall we? Alright. How many Hondos can we work with? Can only ignore no debost? Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Because JMK cleanses people when he targets them, right? I believe. If I remember right. I know people cleanse JMK. I believe he also cleanses other people. I am rank 23. Hondo in 20, Hondo in 16, Hondo in 13, Hondo in 1. We could do some leapfrog. Still on the armor pen. Let's see if being on tenacity mods feels significantly different. They don't get locked thermals out until Jabba's second turn, which isn't going to happen. See, actually, no, I was right. We did have Omega 2 going first. Does it matter? Yeah, it kind of does, because it was cool to have, yeah, we're missing out slightly. I think I do like a, OG Omega slowest. We get to cheat out slightly extra value playing that other way. Yeah, we're missing out on one crosshair turn. Normally we would have assist here. I see. This feels like 75% DR. Nope. I just realized we haven't gotten Omega Smoke. Or Omega Smoke. Record was so tanky that Omega didn't shuffle Stealth to herself. Is, I guess, what's accurate. We are definitely less lethal. Which isn't necessarily a problem, because we're stacking. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. She is still hanging on. There it is. I mean, we're pretty ramped at this point. Yeah, maybe mass would have been better. Oh, see, that's interesting. Yeah, I know we don't have our tank. The stealth taunt finally did wear off. It's kind of insane to me how big of a difference that feels. Like, we were murdering people at comically low stacks before. Let's play one more time without talking so much. Wolfman, the 42 months. What's up, dude? Thank you, thank you. Once more, but without the yap factor. Let's just play. We need to fix the third order. Yeah, because we're also No, I think I am correct about the original turn order. It would just drive a lot nicer. That's kind of the wild thing here. Look how many stacks it's taking us to drill through vein on this modding. This might also be unfortunate. No, we did kill. Okay, cool. There is a question of whether or not I should just start pushing cooldown reset on Hunter for more spears, for more ramp, instead of self-cycling. It feels like overkill, but we really do kind of need to spend it. Yeah. I mean, it's a long time to have to work. We're pretty stable for a lot of it. I don't know. Like, we normally win this fight at about 1 minute and 30 seconds between Squad Arena and GAC battles that I've done so far. So we are literally losing like 3 minutes worth of lethality. We were killing at like 15 stacks, and now we're killing at like 50 to 60, which is an insane disparity. But if it enables possibly being able to beat nests, I mean, maybe. So make us okay. My surprise in the back. Well, no, I don't know if it'd be a surprise. He's been down. But even if it's not a bad batch, we might be able to do stuff other than okay. I mean, we understand this is checkmate. We do not need to kill them. Wait, no, we're trying to climb. Kill that guy. Shoot that man. This is support cron. Ooh, support cron on tenacity mods might be rough based on what we just experienced. That'll be an interesting experiment. Still have not fixed Omega speed. Like, what'd you miss? I'm trying full tenacity bad batch and seeing how the damage feels comparatively. Wait, she's back alive. I still don't understand this bug. She's back alive, but just has 0, like, never got healed when she stood up somehow. What's... I just self-cast heal and she didn't heal. What on earth? So I know any ways to solve that or stop the deletion? I mean, it's difficult to say. CG's out of office right now, so I can't, like, pass you on or anything. That sounds like a very crazy situation. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, like, we're ramped enough to overpower the support cron eventually. Oh, wait, I can just use nuke because we're not fighting S25. That sucks about the Omega bug. I have no idea what causes it. It happens so sporadically. I'm so tempted to swap this, but I don't want to put Crosshair over, or Hunter over Crosshair. Wait, why does this suddenly feel... See, OG Omega Basic first looks better here. I feel like I'm missing something. Or did we miss? But there's no way, we have Echo Series. What the hell? Something very weird just happened. It happened to her again? Is she, like, technically still in captive right now or something? I don't understand. Did we have so many debuffs on that it just wasn't healing her? Does it check for debuff cleansing before it checks for healing? Is it possible? There's nothing I can really say or do for you. I could, like, try to pass you to CG, but again, they're out of office for the holiday. I do not know how soon they will return. Alright, I mean, I need to reread. So the difference is, though, modding apparently makes a massive difference. Also, I have no idea why the turn order feels weird in both cases. %5 per debuff dispelled. I mean, we had a lot of debuffs, but there's something very weird going on. Unless it's just like invisibly stacked debuffs or something, I don't see how it's possible that this could be wiped to 0. I mean, what's the actual... It would have to be like 40 debuffs, right? Plus a little bit extra. It's 235% protection. 250% if she was hard 10. Yeah, it would have to be 47 depots. There's no fucking way we had 47 unless it's invisible stack. I mean, so the tenacity stack to try to contest nests is in theory workable, but I don't know. It's having such a big ripple effect, especially seeing the support crown matchup, because we're gonna be on support crown eventually, right? But it's like I don't know if this is how I would like my Bad Batch to be built. Limit, I don't know if you're still here, but like, you could send me your information, I guess. How are we built normally? Let's hammer this shit out. I would prefer a crosshair to be on a bulk cross if possible. It's possible. I think we can get more. Apparently not by that much, but this is so low. Really? I guess we're at issues of speed. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's got 3 speed loss for like 400 offense gain. That probably can't be bad. The problem is if we're worried about fighting nests, we're not going to get crosshair going first. The hope is that maybe we could just tank and buy time and reset. Is this a speed set only? Okay. Okay, why do things feel so off? What am I forgetting? I need to just, like, go back to my old loadout. No, I just need to watch a replay real quick. The hell was I doing? Yeah, that's... Okay, something weird is happening. Why... It's supposed to be a mega last, so she could actually be, like, slowed down a bit. That bad, huh? Are we seriously that far off? There is a lot of offense budget. Like, barely no offense here, here, here. Not even that much here? Seriously? What am I missing? One. It's still not even that much here. It's not adding up to me. I just need better offense sets, I guess. What is even going on? Like, we're still... There's just no way. I don't see why. I don't see how. Why does it have to be this long? I mean, if Omega 2 is slamming smoke... Fuck it. We're pretty close here. Alright. Forget it. What if slow wrecker is incorrect? What if there's like a minimum speed? Because technically 2 turns, like super slow doesn't necessarily. Or like imagine if 190 let him go right before Omega would get killed. Alright, that could like buy us almost an entire extra turn. So we will need to watch for that. We do need to do some figuring for what the heck we want to use against gas. I mean, JML, sure. What the fuck? Balin versus Gas Cracks getting the undersize is kind of cool. It's during Balin Crown. Balin Crown wasn't that good, was it? That I recall. Can't be rolled out, though. Could be a factor. I mean, as usual, the undersizing space is kind of underexplored. But why does something feel off? Oh, it's because the banners. Man, is there a better way to do this? I hate that the banners. Okay, can I just like show outcome win? That's close to how it should be. High five meme. High five meme. I guess we just have to force it to win. Then rate be damned. Yeah, not many people are trying to undersize. In the game's recent history, this is probably Africron. That is Africron. Boy, howdy. Hey, speaking of, we're doing a lot of random tangents tonight. Forgive me. Or no. Or was a counter chance, felt that. Dark side droids have 50% crit avoid. Plus the Afro 5u5. So it's 100% base crit avoid. Regenerates damage, speed out a random enemy for 1 turn. Don't love the randomness, it's resistible. It also counter allies recover 5% of the protection. So I wonder if Afra... Isn't there some shit where he like makes Afra untargetable, or is that only in TW? I hope it's not TW Omicron only. I'm trying to convince myself that this character is interesting. For a month from now. So we should counter if I almost... Okay. If Dr. Afra has less than 50 stacks of Siphon, she gains 200% defense. That's not terrible. Whenever IG90 recovers health, inflict 3 stacks of damage over time on the healthiest enemy for 1 turn. Is he a scoundrel? He is. If IG90 recovers health, he inflicts 3 stacks of dot on the healthiest enemy for 1 turn, limit once per turn. With the hacks mandatory taunts, he gains 100% bonus protection until taunt expires. Oh, so does Dr. Afra. At the start of battle, all allies gain 100% bonus protection, and Dr. Afra stealths for 2 turns. Dispellable. Whenever an ally critically hits an enemy, they gain speed up for 2 turns. I think there might be... doesn't this, like, turn on... Or another set of other low side gains with these side videos, so gets the following payout. 90 and hacked to gain 40% defense, and hacked taunts for 2 turns and grants 50 sight for the Dr. Afra until the end of the encounter. But their allies 70% penalty, 30%. It's not really useful. I mean, it's not bad for defense and taunt. This is the type of shit we really fucking needed to see, man. This is like the undersized house, but it's fucking TW, so there's 0 use case. You give me the shit in GAC, I will be interested in this shit in GAC. Am I spending strategy for say the next era? Depending on how the small shit goes, might not be at all. I'll like whatever the bare minimum to be okay in Coliseum is. They're jacking the price up on the Journey Guide new units. I mean, obviously they made marquees like cheaper by massive degrees, but this feels like kind of trying to put the toothpaste back in the tube. And I don't think I'm willing to go back to that. We just lack information at the moment. We will see how the next month unfurls. It's sooner than that, right? Maul is almost out. We shall see. I might be getting Maul kit within like a week. Fuck, dude. Like, this is... Yeah. It sucks ass to see this shit. TW only. Completely useless for TW and would have been godlike for GAC. Remind me... Alright, the AoE... Call of the Dark Side droids to assist and allows cover 20% health protection. It's a 3-turn cooldown, 20% per cooldown on a mass, especially, so it's not like you can slow roll with it. You're just very unlikely to get to play for full banners off of that. After herself... Citrate allies recover 30% of the protection every 3 turns on top of every 3 turns on the other one. It's just, like, it's not even herself. Is there any way out? Is it ever like after a WAD IG90 undersize? Who is it that just came out? Nah, not really, no. I mean, maybe the hope would be that After becomes a defense unit at that point. If she's unable to play the efficiency game, it either has to be that or it has to be she becomes a real slugger. And I'm not sure that's the case. Anyone else? I'm not thinking of. Yeah, it has to be subs. Pretty sure he does not, but I don't remember this healing him. Am I crazy? For how often it comes up, that's kind of insane sounding. His protection is not great, though. Afra IG90 sortie is mind-bogglingly cheesy, but being able to actually kill shit would be a question mark. And it might not be able to get full banners either. I would imagine that CG is going to have to walk back to small shit to some degree because everyone that I have seen is saying, like, yeah, I'm out on new characters. I haven't seen anyone. I mean, obviously there are players who have infinite money. I don't know. The rest of the game was made hyper affordable, but like the top end newest latest is backsliding very fucking hard. I mean, this isn't nothing. Yeah, I don't know. Like, that should exist, sure. I just need to start searching for if. She is not scoundrel. She's a Night Sister? I mean, of course she is, but like, I'm almost kind of shocked that she has the tag. What does that mean exactly? She's an attacker. Pause. Asajj and Grey Mothers ever anything? I wonder if she has targeting for who gets disabled. You know what? Okay, hang on. Oh, it has to be a bounty. I mean, it figures, but like I know that Coliseum makes everyone get as a bounty hunter. Or somebody's using a non-GL bounty hunter ally, but this starts with. So you would ostensibly use it on a bounty hunter tank. IG90 is a bounty hunter. Whenever another bounty hunter ally attacks at a turn for one assists, is in conversation with Asajj. I forgot what it would be nice, but so what are we actually talking about here? What's at stake here? Alright. What does this even look like? We went off on a massive tangent. Whatever, man. I'm just here for the ride. There will always be more time in the future. Problem is, at some point, unironically, this might just become less than the sum of its parts for, if Asajj just went with bounty hunters. Oh, they don't even show up yet? That's so annoying. There's no, like, two of these I want to talk about can't even be fucking, like, reached. What are we doing? Alright, let's see what's up with the server. It's entirely possible the answer is just that bounty hunters are going to be the thing that I'm trying to make Afra to be. The best way to improve Afra with bounty hunters is to remove Afra. See, this is playing more normally. I don't know what the hell happened last time. And we cheat out the extra turn. And then he goes again. And then she does basic. And then we go again. Like, you see how much more optimized that upper is? I don't, like, we're basically the same speed configuration that I could tell, so I don't know what the hell went wrong. Is this a sport run? It is. Why are you just unable to heal? What the fuck is why this matchup specifically? This is just the most bizarre bugs. Like, she's back in stealth and she's still not healing. What the fuck, man? Is this, like, only happening against the pork run? If I had to guess, it's like something about support Kron is like dispelling something it shouldn't be for like some marker for Omega, like some handler for her rule set for like coming out of captive. Well, that's a bug report for when they get back. Yeah, support Kron wasn't too bad with a lethal setup. But yeah, we should spot check for one record. Just a few record things. Okay, so right now Wrecker is at about 75% ZM. Right now, Wrecker is still out of stealth because he is too fucking tanky and they didn't do shit to him. Right. It kind of throws the rhythm off. It's fine. I'm gonna just reset. Alright, I made this mistake last time. We don't throw smoke when Wrecker's on stealth, otherwise we just get two people out of stealth and that shit sucks ass. I was not thinking when I targeted them. I am not locked in. Well, let's see how this goes. Isn't bleed supposed to go away when you heal back to full? I thought. Yeah, we are pretty ramped. All right. I thought there was another one. Do we just have to get to firsts? Yes. This should be interesting. Like, look how many turns we cheat out of. This is 4 characters. We took how many crosshair turns? Because of how optimized this setup is? 4 character turns? 23 target practice? She will not die. If Wrecker was faster, we could put Wrecker one after, one under for like shit like this. And she would have been dead. I chose not to for this setup. That has consequences. Oh yeah, the fucking R2. We ran into this last time that we played this matchup as well. It's such a weird, goofy thing. I have never seen an R2 not stealth land. Hello. Goodbye. An R10 JMK. Interesting choice, sire. Welcome back. I assume that means it's a tank run. Perish. Which I hate all these crowns. I'll be honest with you. I think it's a lot more enjoyable now than it was. I think this meta is actually pretty cool. Attacker crowns before they were nerfed were basically making me take a short vacation while I waited for them to expire. Now I will be looking to get to first place. I got in my one goof with the first round. Although I did goof with the second round, so I need to be careful. I need to not over goof. But yeah, I want to go to first place. Never really fucked around with Bad Batch versus Ahsoka. This shit just sounds miserable, but whatever. Let's try it. Everyone has perfect datacrons. I'm already used to fighting people with perfect datacrons anyway, so I'm just happy that the playing field is more level, more fair. In today's episode, Crosshair fucking dies. Oh, doesn't Ezra get bugged targeting against when he gets 15? Just do it, dude. I know it's coming. Stealth off. Oh yeah, the bouncing top between Ezra. This is just like the nightmare Bad Batch 2 matchup that I can think of. Or at least it would take a very significant change in approach. Goddamn, the exile on Omega is so unfortunate. Yeah. This matchup is just like literally the worst Bad Batch matchup. I mean, SOK is not great either, but that's more so because of the stealth taunt ignore. Or stealth, taunt ignore. That's right. The bug. If it wasn't bugged, to be honest with you, the moment Dark Ray released, that shit's still probably not happening. But before Dark Ray got printed, I actually think Bad Batch 2 could have been SLK. If it wasn't for the issue. There would have been some annoyances. I'm not saying it would be easy. I think that's just definitely doable. Just to be lazy, I'm sticking with the light side one. It's not like this team misses D-speed that much anyway. I forget, does she block revives outside of GAC? I did not mean to open with Parking Honda Basic. Oh, that shit was supposed to be a mess. I mean, she's still on target one, so yeah, that's what it works. This just in. The squad that counters Pyro King Hundo works pretty well when you play as if your ability blocks. I mean, if it's first order double damage, though, do we mass Hawks or do we just mass SLK? Actually, you know what I want to play? Dude, I miss the squads combos. When can I pull this squad to offense? This shit is unbelievably fun. Although we probably don't have the correct mods for it. Okay, she got poked, so I don't know if I actually feel that much need to wait. Decent amount of juice, but we don't have any. Yeah, we don't like. We're just missing all this shit for the big combo. We need more TMR, which is not normally a thing you would say against SLK, but who gives a shit? Okay, actually, maybe I should start to give a shit. The boy is starting to ramp. All right, this man's on his way to max cap gaming. I see. I mean, I know Sabine has a little bit of ramp, but I don't think we have the means to kill this man in 60 seconds. Like, you're not a problem, but you're just a timeout machine. So doesn't this imply that SLK versus Ahsoka should actually be pretty chill, especially in Arena or Great Arena? I mean, you have the Dark Ray bulk stack on top of the normal bulk stack with all that off balance spam. Wonder if that's ever undersizable. What do I want to do? I just want to fucking fight the Pirate King on number 1 and then we can move the fuck on with life. I have not played Squad Arena in ages. I don't know anything, apparently. Alright, man, just put the fucking win in the bag. No doubt, no doubt. Could I, like, get my gas at some point? Would really love if that were possible. Only simplify metal, GP, and Chromium. Will it mess around with crons at all? Yeah, I can understand how that's a rude awakening. I mean, I think why? What just happened there? Oh, attacker cron, and it just read the cal assist before it happened, so it looked crazy. I got you. I got you. I don't know. Like, if you're new to the game, I understand why you might feel a certain way about datacrons, but like, as someone who's been playing this game for quite some time now, yeah, datacrons are kind of vital to keep the game from getting stale. And like the way things are right now, this datacron set is extremely creative. What I can also tell you is that people are not good at this game, and I am included on that list. Nobody is good at this game. So if you know kits at all, and you start to get ideas of like, you know, you get the vague idea, right? Support is like, okay, tanks and attackers get a bunch of crazy shielding, and supports go into stealth when they get hit. You any amount of like dot connecting at all, you could try that shit out on defense. And there's a pretty good chance, especially if you're in Chromium, that shit is just going to destroy people. And that's pretty cool, I think. I am someone who enjoys beating people, however, but primarily I enjoy when my defense does the work. Alright, what flavor are you? Artapire King Hondo, full armor pen with support cron. D-speed. Alright. I imagine this is vaguely the sort of team that we will be seeing, team quality notwithstanding. God damn. Sling of Heat. See, I didn't see how much Terminator Wrecker had when it got taken away. Did we just go for the Hondo kill now? I mean, fuck alright. There's water right now. Let's just try it. Oh, he's a support. Now we have to do it last. We have to do it last. Doesn't then try it last. I mean, there's a weird thing happening there, right? Because Silvo's also support. We would need a one-shot Silvo. No, we just apply the same thing as S25. It's just you slightly vary who it is you're protecting. Nothing really changes here. Yeah, I misplayed this. Might not matter. We shall see. So why did we not get the Omega Stealth Swap? My Ricker might be too good. I'm not saying that the Stealth Swap has to happen, I'm just saying that it's clean as fuck what it does. I might need to shift the mods around a little bit. Maybe we go back to fast record just by sheer virtue of things work more nicely when he has to spend some speed budget anyway. Alright. Messy, but it worked. Please tell me it was in third place. Yeah. Let's make it a less shitty. I should play it one more time just to see. Why did Omega not... I think my record's just too good. It's because they have a Thano, I think. They just have Shifted. Well, no, this should be a stealth swap, should it not? Yeah, she's out of stealth now. Weird. That is the correct play. This is the correct play. Somehow he returned. Oh, it's an Athana thing, right? Wait, normally that does the second hit through Foresight. What the hell? I really prefer to save the Mass Assist for when they're marked, but then we just slam this for tempo, see if we can kill. That sounds like a yes. The man did not even get to ults. I mean, it's a Thano, it's not a good version. Alright, we need to check the record speed. So slow modding helped here. Oh, wait. But when I do this, it did not. He has to aim at her, and she has 0 TN. I did not mean to do that at all, but that's just clean. The man gets 0 Terminator's own. Get fucked. Problem is, do we get her saved? Yeah, we technically don't. This would be a 63. Is there a way that we could do that better? I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe we could just let him ult, but it's annoying to lose DP stacks. Alright. Back to the regularly scheduled. Very common refrain was that we won too many fights faster than we were able to recover banners on, which is maybe just a symptom of this Datacron set. Yeah, we were -1 here, which is not the worst sin, but not ideal either, right? This one pretty cleanly. I imagine this was full banners. One would think. Bleeding 3 here is so fucking bad. We just need to do some figuring for all these new GLs on offense. Holding Ray and Jabba just feels so weird. I mean, obviously, Bausch against Trey Elite is like uniquely bad, and even everyone against right. It was a 62. We have 3 attackers that got the mass assist buff. Like, yeah, of course, it's a 62, but it's still just weird. Oh no. Well, technically, we could have slow rolled this, but yeah, the fucking this thing. Yeah, my bad. I did not realize. I thought we could just like slow roll on Savage for a while. I did not know that we had it like that. So that was dinged for 3. This was unfortunate. I think this would have worked if we had support run. I just did not. We didn't talk about Ray. Way to like seriously talk about Ray. Fuck the VOD review. And to remember about your new matchup if you're watching that. It's a counter that is fairly setup sensitive. Like you would want the mods in Cron, but also it does take some learning. I was losing it a lot at first until the big thing that I had to realize is like in set 24, when you critically hit a attacker, it would go into stealth. That could just cost you your stacks. In set 25, it's now supports. So you'll notice I was losing unless I played around that, right? So like Hunter Spear, Crosshair Sniper, Crosshair Special, whichever set that you're playing, you have to pay respect to that stealth passive, because if you hit them and they live, that's your starting back at 0. Fast record, no, I played it with both. It's more important that he lives. It seriously depends on your record quality. My record is R10. You do not have to have an R10, but if you do not have an R9, I would start to worry about the quality of your mods and the quality of their team if he's not R9. It depends on your level of play, but like my record is about 341,000 combined with 84.3 armor. The man is hyper specialized, but this is like speedless mods. Speedless, I don't know. Speedless probably denied them some value there. But I don't know if I'm like super sold on it yet. Like, it's cool if he takes turns. It's also cool if he... I don't know, man. The Omega Stealth Swap, there's... Like, right now, these tank mods are kind of too good at tanking. That, like, if the Pirate King Hondo team is not good enough, we kind of miss out on the cool combo. And even though those tank mods are too good in that context of Omega does not steal stealth, they are not good enough that he won't just die to, like, Brutus massive damage eventually, right? So that's where some of the weirdness comes in. So we're stacking a record to keep him alive? No. Tenacity record, I'm not going to say will never matter, but it's not really relevant here. Tenacity you would only do to, like, try to prevent his turn meter getting removed. Like, stagger. It's defense, protection, and to a lesser degree health are all you really care about. But protection is better because the base is higher, plus you have Hunter giving 50%. Yeah, Bebeshu are like easily the most underrated squad in the game right now. But they're also very hard to use well. It's easy to screw up on, it takes a lot of practice. But that's partly why they're my favorite squad in the game at the moment. But yeah, Crosshair fastest, Hunter second fastest, Omega third fastest, Omega OG fourth fastest is what I was doing for that fight. Against Ness, don't even fucking try it. We might be able to get Spark some, but where were we talking about? Oh, Ray. Alright, what the fuck are you doing? So there's like a way... Is there a way to do this that's sane? No. Alright. Almost finished. Hopefully. Where is the red woman? Is this about accurate? No. What is there set on the EPC? Nice. It's a lot more important than 3v3 than 5v5, but yeah, 3v3 the main is basically your tank, so excellent protection and some good health if you can to back him. Yeah, that should save my life many, many times. So this is more or less the feeling. And you also assume that some Jedi would be taken, but it's like Jamos, Flux. Maybe try to make 2 Jedi squads, JK lead. But overall, how do we build a re-team that does not feel dog shit out of these parts? Like, we did this last time. And it didn't feel horrible. The problem is, again, it's dispellable. Like, we applied it, and it was dispelled before we got to even do the thing. Is there any sort of, like, off-balance synergy we can try to craft to, like... Like, in theory, I would really like this to be an undersized, capable, high protection regen machine. Yeah, off-balance isn't really accessible. It's on Yoda and Chewie? Is it just, like, on the AoE? Whatever an ally gains... I don't know, that's for checking if all allies are Wookiees. Nah, fuck that shit. Good talk. I mean, at what point is it ever just this? Like, fuck having a dispellable mark. Why not just triple translate? Is this the return of Bad Batch, the original? I mean, their protection region is very good, but only to themselves. Well, is that true? I'm pretty sure this only goes to clone troopers. Yeah. I mean, this would represent a possible 66. It's not terrible. It's... I don't know. This doesn't feel like it. Like, I wouldn't hate running this shell at all. Just to, like, 65 something, now that I think about it. But this doesn't feel like the puzzle has been solved. So what the hell am I even looking for? Like, ideally, it would be a strong undersize. Like, the hope was kinda to be along something like this. But I still feel like it's... Right, it's like, support Kron, Lifeblood on Cal Kestis, so your support is protected, but also... your other people are getting shielded, and hopefully that would net you a 67, but I don't know if that's real. The Artut and Ben. Ben is not a bad choice for the crit chance. I mean... I don't know, I'm not normally a Ray holder, I'm just hyper skeptical of her having any real potential on defense. Yeah, you could do plenty worse as an R10. But the problems, the reason why I'm not like chomping at the bit to do an R10 Ben is for pretty much the exact reason of what we're discussing right now, which is like use case. Ray feels sauceless on defense, and on offense she cannot get good banners. Ray feels genuinely almost unusable right now. Maybe instead of aiming for 67, I should just try to aim for 65, in which case Bad Batch starts to sound more okay. Terminator is almost even being like ideal. Try to find offense identity for Ray. Yeah, pretty much. How many teams is this? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 19, wait, 18, 21 or 2-ish, 24, 25. So we're ostensibly in the range of like more teams than we need. But then again, like squads like Riva could also be unpostable while also being really kind of debatable on offense. I wonder if Starkiller is ever postable this season. I mean, it's always nice. Like, if getting a Starkiller versus Reyes or value trade just feels so fucking good. But the fact that he cannot undersize while recognizing that not everything has to be undersized, but just the more the merrier, right? The more the merrier, and if it's not going to be undersized, then it might as well we want it to be a 65. You know, so come here, place on the list. That'll be a future stream. We're gonna be talking about Stranger Teams season 5. How is Ray this sauceless? Surely I'm missing something. I mean, we could always go back to Bela and Beta Ahsoka, but like that's not anything. I hate it. Ahsoka is in a pretty decent spot right now. She's got some sauce. Ray does not. It's such a weird thing. Like we need a mix of aggression, but also protection region. I forget. Does Ben have the whole can't die dyad? Yeah. Luminara has to be, well, no, but it's bonus protection. Luminara has to be a key here, isn't it? Luminara seems deeply raised. I mean, we can't play proper Luminara. It would just be for this. Whatever, because yeah, she's the one who has the protection regen. So we're not talking a 67 probably. But maybe a 66? Anything is welcome. Like, we're looking for protection, but also possibly backing some aggression. But she was a little bit disjointed. I'll be honest, you could slap Echo and Tech together on fucking anywhere, and I'm chilling. I'm getting a 3 translation. I am Echo calling Tech. I am Tech throwing out AoE stuns. I am Echo AoE dispelling. I am chipping them down to 50%. Like, the play pattern here is not bad at all. The only problem is just I would want Wrecker to be there as well, which puts us at 4 or 5 slots. Like, if they can find scenarios where they get to play the video game and just do that shit and not have translation dispels, it's gonna be okay. They're old or old-ish units, sure. But constantly cycling AoE days, AoE dispel, AoE stun, plus skill increases, you could do a hell of a lot worse. That's a hell of a lot better than anything JT or Ray has going on right now. Dick move. Probably just a protection chrome. I should check if, like, Bad Batch even has mods on. I feel like they don't. I don't think I have mods on. It does not feel like I'm getting to play the video game. Oh my god, a turn. Hey, where'd Brutus go? Oh, the fucking support. That's gonna be so annoying for Bad Batch stuff. There's no way at all. What if I'm underthinking this? Or overthinking this simultaneously? What if we just need to go back to the classics? I mean, dude, the entire theme of fucking everything has been unburying the classics to use on offense. I don't think we get an ult back before he revives. There's still 2.5 minutes left. She does not have inspired on, unfortunately. World of Vein is pretty huge, but that's very mod centric. Like, I don't think the scene is well built. Well, he's just not very health built, so I don't think that's realistic. Not a bad first attempt. Yeah, it's only on more ones. Or something. I mean, to be honest, like, for a first try plus auto, I got no complaints. It proves that this angle is something. We need to go back to the where it all began. We need to focus on inspired matchups. And play for inspired. And I think Luminara will also be very vital for Ray undersizing. Like, Ray GK Luminara might actually just be a 3-man cord. Problem is Barris offers a lot of regen. Luminar doesn't really offer you reactive healing. So maybe it is Barris for the health healing, Luminar for the topping off your banners. It was Luminar just because I was trying to see if the protection disruption would, like, cause anything interesting to happen. Poe is the one who passes around Inspire. Oh wait, but Inspired doesn't really scale. It's flat, right? So it doesn't scale with itself. Or it doesn't scale with your mods. That was always kind of the issue, wasn't it? Just a 12.5. 500 is not going to change that. If anything, better speed would more. Alright. Under the hood. You both want to give it to others? Not necessarily. Like if Ray gave it to Poe, I'm pretty sure Poe could give it to others. You just need someone. Poe Finn makes it for the squad, and then Poe dishes it out. God awful, man. Love to see it. So basically, what I'm trying here, if a mastery doesn't scale with offense models, which I'm pretty sure it does not, we are looking for more ults and more war ones, which means we need the whole team to just be going more. Because right now we were behind the clock on Hondo re-ulting. This will re-up Inspired more often. It will allow us to set up Whirlwind more, get us more ult charge. We shall see. Although I didn't set Ray off in target today. Just because I didn't have it as primaries, doesn't mean we didn't want to completely ignore it. I set it as weights, but that's not necessarily a guarantee. Let's test drive this, and then at the same time, I can re-automate. Although we're close to running out of fights, aren't we? Hot diesels. Fascinating. Also, see, we're in the same guild earlier. So, yeah. Didn't know you were an OG. You were playing this game before I was. Still weird for people to see me as a older head now, because that is extremely the fuck not how I say myself. Tree rings or something. What are we doing here? So the first one of the two. I made an account at launch. Tried it for a couple of days. Was very bored and dropped it. And then I came back like a couple of months before Traya released. Once the kits started getting interesting. Having 4 instead of 5 so ult down in that scenario? Yes. Indeed it does. While I'm waiting, time to refamiliarize. How many ways did they gain Terminator? But that's the less than 15. That shit doesn't count. Man. I thought that was it. I mean, it's 733 would still maybe feed it. Like, Sobo's obviously a decent battery. It's weird, for as much as like they have some amount of sources, but I didn't think we'd be getting enough mastery to really see squad killing ults, unless the squad is just like insanely squishy. I mean, maybe the production disruption is actually kind of helping. And I'm not giving that enough credit. Using Gunga's attacker versus W1D2s. I am not at the moment. I have always been an S player, but Marin's on defense now, so I don't really have a Jabba plan yet. Why am I here? Have it. We are still on protection stats. Hyperfocus on armor pen and crit damage with the set. The set is not armor pen focused, but the player base doesn't really understand how armor pen works. So they tend to hyperfocus on it because it's a large percentage number, so it looks better than it is. W1D2, Brutus, and like a maybe Maze Windu are the only squads that I can think of off top who I would rather have on armor pen. And even then, Brutus, you might rather be on bulk, to be honest. Not a bad start. Alright. So Hondo was at 86% when we ulted. I was late. See, this would be the kill shot right now. And we're already ahead of schedule. Yeah, this works. This works, and it would work for 66 banners. Well, we need to look at our mods. The spot rate up teams are very rarely ever good. Cam, what do you mean? I do not follow. You didn't see that? Oh my god, dang it. I'm so sad. Well, I did one. I won on auto. It was so proprietary, I just couldn't bear to show it. Was there anything I wanted to change from that? Oh no, we just need to look at it. I'm gonna run it again, so I can see it. I'm going to assume protection. Actually, no. But still, I mean, it's got some secondaries. Not terribly many percent secondaries. Some. Veins will be better than this. How about y'all? 2 protection, 1 health. One health. You shouldn't even be here, but you're not really on health. Why does it look like a Whirlwind's damage is growing? Shouldn't Vayne be stacking health? Yeah, so do I. I can always fall later. As always, Scrado render results don't necessarily transfer over. It's just a place to explore ideas. With health regen, Ness is going to get that team removal that speeds up Power King Hundo ult on repeat. I don't know if that's really a problem, though. What if it's crit damage array? If we're really going back in time, crit damage triangle ray, maybe even crit damage set. Is it time? The forbidden technique. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do this. 2026 being the year of crit damage ray would be unbearably funny to me. The massive damage crit? Nope, but the AoE can, and the AoE is often better than the massive damage in scenarios like this. This is not the first time that I have built my ray for crit damage. Nah! Fucking... leave. Minus 50 crystals. We're still on... We could be on a crit damage crown. We could be... Like, the protection does so little here. Is it time for crit damage, right? We have to reroll. Hi, Loki B. Have you come to hang? Hi, baby boy. Los. on, come here. Let's figure something out. Okay, the problem is we need them to not die to Rails. We need them to die to Whirlwind. Hello, Kibi. Please hold. Look what we're cooking up. We're doing weird, dumb shit. No, I wanted to stop the ults. I'm sorry, that was long. I know this would be the kill shot, but that's not what's important. Actually, you know what? Okay. Oh, come on. Oh, keep it. Going down or are you stretching? Yeah, big loaf. Go, room, explore. My arm's tired. Or don't? Meep. No troublemaking. Go take a nap. What's the stab we want here? Armor pin. If I am incorrect about this, which I might be. Really? Well, at least it should be fast. What if they lose? Hey, appreciate your run. Thank you for the gifted sub. Ow. Maybe that protection did do something. It's real. Oh, fuck, man. My talents were wasted on defense. I should have been offense theory crafter. Alright, David, again. Shout outs to you, man. Hope you all are doing well. Enjoying the weekend. Well, shit. I don't think we'll be able to do this tomorrow. But I will be using it for the rest of the set. Pending whatever hurdles may be found. Okay, so we did take more damage there, right? We saw... I mean, there is a degree of overcorrection we did on the speed that we could reel it back in and probably improve our durability. Alright, we're on speed set right now. How much armor? 4.8. Could easily get this up. Could easily get this up. And the speed doesn't have to be insane. Especially not now. Okay, before when it was on like a we must ult them to death, yeah, the speed maybe felt more important. We are no longer in that direction. We are... This is... Fuck, man. How did Ray all of a sudden become my favorite GL? This is the Ray show. Just through and through. What a weird thing. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to last past this set, but the fact that... I mean, crit damage Ray used to be a half meme, right? Because the history... This is a throwback to, like, when people would JML against Ray. And, like, Yoda would barely survive Ray ult, or, like, you know, have some amount of health left. And so there was a point in time where, half jokingly, but half seriously as well, right? You could lose a character, or it could possibly even snowball into a loss. Like, your Jolie could bring back a Jedi if Ray killed 3 people with ults. Jolie could be like, bring everyone back. If Ray killed people with whirlwinds, and that AoE crit, you're playing for keeps. So the fact that that's, you know, that was like a niche interaction back then. I was never actually that big on crit damage, right? It was just like, it was a theory, right? The fact that the theory is actually coming back now is like, no, it's actually real, and this shit makes sense. I don't know what the math is for crit damage versus armor pen. She's got very good armor pen, though. Like, I would be surprised if it's not armor pen here. And then we've got Luminara shaving their protection off. This is actually like a really fucking sick team. Wow. This shit was not pre-scripted. I did not know what the plan was going into tonight. The only inkling that I had was what we talked about. I was like, baby Ray batch? It comes to the decision about plus 7% werewolf damage from Barton Ray. It's not on the AoE, though. It's only the massive damage we don't really care about. I'm emo. I know, boys. I know it's light as hell. I know. Yeah, the massive only skills. Wait, I thought it was 3 times massive. It used to be 3 and then it became 2 scaling, right? Was that it? I mean, what's the actual damage you would gain? I don't know. I want to hate it, but I want to call this a priority. You would gain a 14,000 damage on more ones. It's not exactly inspiring. Compared to how much damage did we do on an AoE? I don't know. I am sure I'll try to grab a funny screenshot later. Well, damn. Cool night. Process done live on air. Receipts shown. We did a cool thing. I think this could be high impact for the rest of the season. Yeah, Luminara has a serious purpose. With Luminara, we're going to be killing hundos for 66. that's a pretty cool thing to say. Good shit. Hell of a session. Kind of meandered a lot, twists and turns, peaks and valleys, but a new counter is born. Well, it is obscenely late, unless you're in the West Coast. Y'all, enjoy the rest of your weekends. I'm getting out of here. Taking a lot of time for the Omicron order. I thought it was a bad Omicron as well. Until now, I had to evolve a lot as a player to actually see why it could be insane. And now I think it potentially could be insane. There isn't really any Omicron that does what it does. The limitations I think are still obscene. I have to imagine that CG maybe saw what I'm now seeing, which is why they place such strict limitations on it. Yeah, it's potentially quite good. The only problem is just it requires you to run Luminar, and it requires you to effectively run a dead slot, save for some, like, okay healing, to then and also not run any protection up, which is actually just obscenely hard for a lot of squads. But the end result is you can max out your banners at, like, some of the most aggressive protection regen rates outside of, like, shit like Marin. Right? You pop the heal, and then 5 turns pass, and your entire team is just 100% protection. I don't think anyone CG plays GC high enough to know about deep bandage pinching. The funny thing is, there are certain decisions CG made in the past that never made sense to me until I started playing this way, and things started snapping into place, and I was like, oh. No, I suspect CG is more than happy to let the meta play out how it will, but has its own thoughts. You cannot tell me that Luminar was made with those limitations, if they didn't think that Akron was deeply fucked up in some ways. Right? It literally translates to team-wide 20% protection regen per time you take a turn. And the fun thing, too, is, I didn't actually call this out, although it was an idea that I had. When it was the I have to kill everyone to death with ults, GMY actually would have some synergy with Ray for the ult charge gen, but also, you never have to press a battle mode. And Luminara heals you per turn. So if you just cycle fast GMY turns, like, you would be sacrificing the 66, you'd be a 65, but he would be a very fast, efficient, easy way to top your banners off. Alright. Well, that's it from me for the evening. Shoutouts to Ray. Shoutouts to crit damage modded armor Pentatacron Ray. Oh my god, I love the psychic damage people are gonna take seeing this shit. Hell yeah. Results speak grit. Good shit. That's why this game is so much fun, man. Alright. Good luck out there. Take care. Stay safe. Be well. Peace.